All right, everybody. So welcome back to school after your winter break. I hope that you had an awesome break and that you are feeling well rested and ready to hit the ground running with school. We have got actually 10 weeks ahead of us instead of our normal 9 weeks. Uh, it's going to be a good 10 weeks. We've got a lot of stuff planned for you guys, and we are starting out with this infographics short unit along with an infographic project. Okay, so it is very imperative that you pay close attention to this mini lesson, as everything that I'm about to go over with you is going to be related back to your assignments for the next couple of weeks, as well as the project that you guys are going to be completing. All right. If you have any questions about the content in this video, please contact your teacher, either myself, Mr. McCluskey, or Miss Musakia. Okay? All right, so what is an infographic? An infographic is, as you can see here, pictured to the right, is a collection of imagery, charts, and text that gives an easy to understand overview of a topic. Okay, so an infographic is like a poster, like you would maybe see one in the hallway at your school, or maybe you would see one in the doctor's office, or a dentist's office, or a psychologist's office. You may also see them shared online as well, or in a textbook. So as in the example here, As in the example here, the infographics are striking. The graphics specifically, so you can see the picture of the little boy here, and then we have this big question mark here, which is a striking graphic as well. The visuals are engaging and they are used to communicate information quickly and clearly. So just by looking at these two graphics and the title, The Mystery of Yawning, right? We see a picture of a little cartoon character yawning, and then this question mark and mini theories. So without even reading the whole entire infographic, I can assume that this is about what yawning is and why we yawn, and that there are many theories to this, but we're not really quite sure why we need to yawn. So this is a very good infographic. It does get you thinking right away about the topic, and it gets its point across even without having to read the whole thing. Now, for more details, maybe I want to read the whole thing. That would be great. But as you can see, they use the different types of text, so larger and smaller here, different colors for the titles, and the graphics here to show us what are they trying to get across to their reader quickly. All right, so there are 4 parts of an infographic, and we're going to go into more detail into these questions as we proceed. Just know that the 4 parts of an infographic are your first impression, the story or message of the infographic, the data, and then the audience and the author of the infographic. So let's take a look at this infographic real quick. I'm going to be silent for a few minutes, and I want you to just take in everything you can about this infographic. So normally this infographic, by the way, you would see as one long strip. This is the top part of the infographic. This is the middle part, and this is the end of the infographic. So you would see it in like one long vertical strip as opposed to 3 sections like this. But I just couldn't get it on the screen that way for you. So pretend you are scrolling through it. You're starting here, you read to the bottom, you go back up here, you read to the bottom, and so on. Okay, so I'm going to be silent for a couple of minutes while you take in as much as you can about this infographic, and then we are going to talk about it and analyze it together. All right, it's been about 2 minutes. If you feel like you need some more time to look at this without me talking, then go ahead and pause the video now, and you can just press play again when you are ready to hear what I have to say about this infographic. So we're going to go through the 4 parts of the infographic and the questions associated with each part. So the first question or first part of an infographic is the reader's first impression. So what are the first things you noticed about this infographic? So the first things that I noticed are the words emotional IQ and you and the image of the 3 men. We're going to go back over here to see those things. We have emotional IQ and you, and this image of these 3 men, especially that one of them is highlighted and the other 2 are not, and that correlates with this data right here. Over 1 in 3 hiring managers reported placing increased emphasis on EI in their hiring and promoting decisions. So our next question about our first impression is, how does the author set a mood or a tone? How does the author make you feel using different texts, images, color, font, words, and numbers? So we'll go ahead and read through this, but I'm going to go through and show it to you on the infographic as well. They use an easy to read and professional font. So this is the first thing that is really important in an infographic. As you can see, everything here is really easy to read, as long as you're on a larger screen. I know remember, this is not normally how it would look to you. It would be a big poster somewhere. So imagine this a big poster, even if the font looks kind of small to you here. It's because I've shrunk the image to get it onto one page for you, okay? But the font is very professional. It's very clean. It's easy to read. There's no weird cursive fonts. There's not 100 different colors. They've clearly used a few very well-chosen colors to both look appealing to the eye and to make it easy to read, as those colors of the font are contrasting to the background color of the infographic. So what else? So we see they have a professional but attention-grabbing color scheme of 1 bright color, pink, and 3 muted colors, pastel, orange, beige, and green. So we can see that the brightest color on here is this pink. It's what brings your attention to those areas where they use this color. And they use it, if you notice here in the introduction, this major question that they're asking, this question they're asking, this statement that they're making, and this statement they're making. Okay, so that pink background color there really helps to bring your attention to that first, okay? And then they've got these other 3 muted colors of this like beige color, this pastel orange color, some white text, and some gray backgrounds used as well. All right. They use a similar image in each section. Each man is the same type of art. So we see here that they've got this picture of this man several times throughout here. And yes, you can see that he changes a little bit. His facial expression changes, the color of his skin changes, his shirt changes, but overall it's the same picture of the same man. It's the same type of art going on here, okay? So you don't have 6 different types of art. It's all the same type of art, so it helps you to stay consistent throughout the infographic, and it makes it clear and concise. It brings your attention to what is different. So like here, you can see that the main difference here is his facial expression, okay? You can see that this man is stressed or not feeling well in some way, okay? So that brings your attention to this, as opposed to you just looking at some picture of a man, is bringing your attention to his facial expression. So that is helpful that they have used the same consistent art throughout the infographic. Also, this image can be the visual representation of you from their title. So remember, their title is Emotional IQ and you. And then finally, they also make use of font and colors to break up the infographic into sections, which I already kind of showed you. But just to go over that again, we see the different colors and fonts have broken up the infographic into several different sections. So you know that this right here is one section. This is a section right here about why do employers value EI over IQ. This is a section here to improve your emotional intelligence, to improve your life, and how to do that. And then even down here, it changes color and font here to see who the author is and who their sources are. All right, so moving on to the second part of an infographic here, we have the story. So the rest of this should go a lot quicker. The main argument of the infographic is pretty clear. Normally you're going to find it in the title. The main argument for this particular infographic is that emotional IQ is important, especially in the workforce. And then the main points of the infographic, normally you're going to find this in these subsections. The main points are that emotional IQ can improve your job performance, help you get hired, and improve your overall life. So you can see that here, improves your job performance, helps you to get hired, and will help you to improve your life. All right, the data. What are the supporting details for the main argument? So these are just quotes from the infographic here, that 1 in 3 hiring managers reported placing higher importance on EI, and that supports our idea that their argument is that having a improved EI will help you to get hired. One study of manufacturing supervisors following EI training revealed significant improvements, and improve your emotional intelligence to improve your life. So this is the data they're using to support these points, these main points on their infographic, that emotional IQ can improve your job performance, help you get hired, and improve your overall life. Finally, this data is presented using numbers, images, and text. So they had some actual numbers and data there. They used images, the picture of the man, and they used text, which is words, okay? All right, last part, the audience and the author. So this is the easiest for us as far as readers to understand who is their intended audience and who the author is. But as a creator of an infographic, it is difficult to make sure you are creating an infographic that is relevant to a specific audience. Okay, so this is an easy part for the reader, but a difficult part for the creator. So the intended audience for this is just anyone who wants to improve their job performance or their life. And the author of the infographic is the University of Maryland and the Robert H. Smith School of Business. And again, you can see that at the end right here at the bottom of the infographic, okay? So now you guys need to go to the next lesson, lesson 2, and complete the assignment over analyzing infographics. Have a great day.